Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. Today we have another box for you. And this is a flip top box. So it opens like this. I think I have a little glue. Yeah, I have a little glue on here. That's why it kind of, there we go. And I put a little ribbon on there to open it. But yeah, it says wishing you a happy day. I'm going to say it's for Mother's Day, but you can use it for any occasion. This would be a really cute bakery box to put like cookies in or little cupcakes, those mini cupcakes, anything like that. I'm going to use it for some Lind truffles because I thought this would be nice and tall for it. It is 4 by 4 by 2 inches tall. So it's a good size box. It'll hold a lot of goodies or even a small gift. So this is what I'm sharing today. And so let's get started with it. So for those of you who are new, my name is Angie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I post on Tuesdays and Sundays. And Sundays is usually a little bit more involved box, and then Tuesdays is quick and easy day. So I'll do like a treat holder or something smaller and easier to do. And yes, I still want to do a card, y'all. It's been so busy here at my house. Things have been happening. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to do a card. Can you believe that? And work's been really busy. So yeah, but I'm still gonna get some cards out. I still miss doing cards a lot, y'all. All right, for what I'm using for this is the Link Together bundle. So I'm using the dies and the stamp set for this one. So this has a lot of dies with it. It has this little lattice. It's square, but it's kind of like tilted. Is that a trapezoid or what? Y'all, it's been a long time since I've been in school. So remind me what that is. And then it has this oval here, and it has these little leaves and the flowers, which I'm using all on the top of this box. And then this is from the Fancy Border dies. There's a bunch in here. I know I show them a lot because I've used them a lot, but for those of you who are new, I need to show them to you. So they're all right here. And yeah, they're really, really good ones. And then this is the other one that goes in there. I love border dies because, yeah, I like to use them on boxes and bags and stuff like that. Even cards is really pretty. Yeah, so that's what I'm using for this. And then as far as the cardstock goes, I'm using Bubble Bath and Old Olive because these are the colors in the Designer Series paper, which I'm going to show you really quickly because I've showed it to you a lot. It's cute as can be. So yeah, I love all this paper. So look at the patterns on all this paper, y'all. The front and back are so good on this. This is one of those I wanted to hoard, but I have been using it a lot. But isn't it cute? So it does have a bundle that coordinates with it as well. All right, so we are going to, let me show you the matting pieces first. So on the top of the box, you are going to use a piece that is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. For the sides, it's going to be 3/4 by 3 7/8. And then for the sides, you need 4 of these, and these are 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. That's for the bottom of the box, and where you're going to use this print right there. I already cut out the border for this box. I cut it long because I just cut it like a strip. These are 3/4 inches wide, and then I just took the die and ran it along, like say this is the edge, I ran it along the edge right there. And then just one tip here, make sure you're doing it the right way each time, because if you flip it this way, you're going to get a whole other look than the look that I have right here. So make sure you cut it on the right edge there. So I cut 3 of those for around the box because I did add that little border all the way around the edge. I thought it was really pretty to add that there. And then I cut out all of the little leaves here in Old Olive. I used some petunia pop for these like daisy looking ones. And then the oval and the other flowers I cut out of Bubble Bath. So everything is ready to go. we just need to stamp the sentiment and put our box together. It's a really easy box to put together. We're going to grab some basic white here, and we are going to stamp the sentiments. All right, so let's do the wishing you. Let's do that over on this side. I'm just going to cut these out by hand. And then a happy day. This would be really cute for a birthday too. Really any occasion, I think. Y'all give me some really good ideas in the comments for how to use these. I always see people telling me how they're going to use the box, and it just, y'all are so creative as well. It gives me such good ideas for things to use them for. All right, so that's that one, and then we'll cut this one. Let's do it this way. I can't see very well that way. And I need to make them straight, so there you go. Those are ready to go. Now we are going to score our pieces here. So the 8x8 piece is going to be scored at 2 inches on all 4 sides. It's really easy scoring. And then the 6x6 piece is going to be 1 inch on all 4 sides. Alright, that's all our scoring. So we want to sharpen all these score marks on both of these because it's a very important part of making boxes. So they look nice and crisp and clean, and you know the edges are sharp. So if you're new to that, don't skip this step. And we're going to sharpen these all, and then we're going to do our cutting. Okay, so on this big one, we are going to cut up here. I always take a little bit from here. It just makes it easier so you don't see any overlapping or anything. We're going to cut all of the 4 corners just like this. And there, one more. Did I cut this side? No, I don't think I cut that. If I did, I didn't cut enough. Okay, so we got those done right there. And then let's do our lid. Now on the lid, if you just wanted the type of lid that just lifts off and on, you can leave all of these little corners. You can trim them all the exact same way like you did this part. And you can make it into just a lid that lifts off and on. On this one, we're going to cut off these corners here. I'm going to cut off this one as well. And we're going to have that look like that. Alright, so first thing I want to do is like mat this. Let's do the bottom first so we have that all ready. I'm just going to use some Seal Plus. Use something strong though, y'all, because I have lots of boxes that I still have I made a couple of years ago and they're still together. So it's important to use a really good adhesive on it. Even my sister, you know, she crafts, she makes boxes and stuff too. And I still have boxes she's made for me, and they're still together. In fact, she had a YouTube channel and she's going to be starting another one, and I'll tell you when she does it, because she does a lot of stuff like I do. She does cards and she does a lot of crafts. So, and then, let's go ahead and mat these. So let me grab my 4 pieces here. And we're going to mat this. I already have a little adhesive on this one. Let's use the regular seal on this. All right, and then we're going to mat these 4 sides. Make sure all your flowers are going in the right direction. Believe it or not, I've done that before. I've put them on upside down or wasn't paying attention, talking too much, and put things on upside down. You've seen me make lots of mistakes in these videos where I've had to go back and tear off the designer series paper or whatever. I know I'm not the only one who does that when they're crafting, but that's the nature of making something handmade, right? All right, let's go ahead and mat these too while we're at it. We might as well just mat these. This is what I love about Stampin' Up, y'all. Everything coordinates so well. Like look at that, how good that coordinates together. On this one, I cut the sides long ways instead of going down. Like this one, these are going all down. This one, these are going to go on the side, sideways. I didn't want to waste this paper, so I'm just going to do it that way on this one, because I don't think it's going to make that much difference. We'll see at the end. You can tell me in the comments which way you like it better. But all right, and we're going to do this back piece as well. In fact, you can round the corners of this back piece. I don't know if I ended up doing that or not. I need to look at it. I made this box a couple days ago, like three days ago. So let me see if I did. No, I didn't. I just left it square. But I thought about that. You can round that corner, those corners, if you want to make it look a little bit more. It's just another way you can do it. Ooh, my mind is just like everywhere today, y'all. All right, so we are going to add these little pieces here. And I thought that I would add them on this way. I'm going to see if it works to add them before I put this box together. So I think I'm going to use tear and tape because I want to get the adhesive right at the edge here. So right at the edge of this, because I don't want the adhesive to show. So on these 3 pieces, I'm going to go ahead and put some tear and tape along the very edge there. I think it'd be easier doing it this way than to try to use the Seal Plus. You can glue them on as well, but this will be a better way, I think. Okay, and we're not using this whole piece. I'm just gonna go ahead and let's do the front side first. So when I did this the first time, I put the box together and then I put these on. It was a little bit more difficult, so I'm gonna see if this makes a difference. Let's see, line this up where I want it. See if this makes it easier. I think it's going to make it easier. And then we can just cut it like that. And then we're going to do the sides as well. And I think these were like a 4 1/4 inches long. I'll measure it here in a minute, but And try to get them all the same length this way, because just I'm eyeballing it, so I'm hoping that I'm gonna get them the same length. If not, I could adjust them, but I don't want to have to. That would be difficult, having to take the tear and tape off again. So let's lay this one down here. Let me make sure I got it down far enough. And then we'll clip this one. I just think this is going to make it a little bit easier when putting it on. I didn't get that one on too straight, y'all. So let me see if I can. This is what I'm talking about, having to do something over. The tear and tape is super strong too, and it's really, really difficult. Once you get it up, I'm going to just add a little bit of Seal Plus there and see if I can get this a little straighter. Yeah, that's much better. All right, now let's put this together. Let's add some Seal Plus in the corners. And y'all, I just did that wrong. I totally did it wrong. Because I should have put it on this side and not this side. So, guess what? You're going to see me mess up again. Let's see if I can pull it off. Oh, this one's coming off nice and easy. Okay, thank you. We're just going to lay it on this side now. Okay. So you see what happens? I make mistakes all the time, y'all. Let's do this a little bit. I'm so glad that came off so nice though, because it makes it now easy for me to correct the mistake. Tear and tape does not like to come off real easy. So yeah, okay, that worked out. Phew! All right, I'm going to grab my little piece of ribbon. I have a little piece of ribbon that's about 4 inches, and I'm just going to, I'm going to glue it like with some Seal Plus here. Just lay a little bit of Seal Plus on the bottom here. And then I'm bringing these up like that. And then I'm going to put another Seal Plus there. And I might cut it a little shorter, I'm not sure. And that's going to go right in here. Yeah, I'm going to cut this end off. I don't like the frayed part, so I'm going to cut that off and center that. Yeah, so just like that. So that'll be your pull tab. You don't even have to put that on either, y'all. All right, so now this is going to go on like this, and we are going to put this piece on right here. So make sure you use, again, strong adhesive. I'm using the Seal Plus. And we're going to add this to the back. And make sure that you add it. Don't get it over that score mark. You can use tear and tape too for this part. And that will fit on like that. All right, I do one other thing now, is I like to cut a little bit off the sides. On this one, you don't have to cut a lot. Just cut it across like that. And then do the other side. Ooh, I'm getting stuff all over on this side. And then I like it because it will make the box close a lot easier. Like that. But if you want to make a regular top, just do like I said and cut all the corners and put it together like you put the bottom together. Alright, we're ready to decorate this thing. So we are going to grab all our little pieces here, and I am going to put this one on with some dimensionals. We're going to use quite a few dimensionals, I think, on this one. So we're going to put a couple on the back here. I'm going to put that in the center. I definitely like the stripes going the other way, like this, better than this way. Can you see the difference? So I would cut it the other way, but that's just my preference. All right, so we're going to put some on the Wishing You. We'll put a couple on here. And that's going to go right there. And then we're going to put a couple on the Happy Day. All right, so these are that's going to go right here. Now we're going to go ahead and put our flowers on. I'm going to use wet glue for this part. All right, so we're going to use one of the small ones. I'm going to use it at the bottom here, or at the top. Let's do the top one first. Put that there. And let's do the bottom one. I wasn't going to use the large one. I'm going to put that one. I think I'm going to do it this way. All right, and then this one I cut here. And I added this one as well. This one's going to go under here. And then the other one's going to go up at the top, the curved part up here. All right, I like the leaves. If you want them to glue them all the way down, you can do that, but I like the leaves to kind of lift up. I don't know, I just think they look more realistic that way. So we're going to put one here of the Petunia Pop. And one down here. And then we'll glue these other ones. I'm going to grab my little foam thing that I use for these. I always like to push these up. They end up getting like a little bit crushed when I glue them, but at least they have a little dimension. I like that about it. So we're going to do that, and we're going to put on these other ones. I'm going to put one here, one on that side, and then we're going to put two up at the top there, one there. Let's see, where should I put this one? Should I put it here? Yeah, I think I'm going to put it right there. You can add little gems to this. I didn't want to add the gems on this one. I just thought they looked pretty like that. So there you have it. It's done. Here's the other one. And I'm thinking I really like that. It kind of looks like an awning to me that way, but whatever way you like it, you do. It's your box to be creative with. I hope you enjoyed this, everyone. I hope you all have a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.